How's it going, everybody? We're going to break down today's events on spending cores, opening orbs. We're going to talk about the monthly event. We're going to talk about doing raids. And I am going to fight with Scotty about this event and its value. But of course, you know, it's a math video, so I'm not going to do it. That's a terrible idea. Scotty, how you doing?
I'm good.
Perfect. Let's get into it. All right, so here we are at the main meat of this event, which is going to be opening mystical power orbs and spending power cores. So, Mr. Scotty Maivia, what do we got to do to maximize this event?
All right. So if you want to finish this event, I did break it down because everyone is probably staring at those Mystic Gear Tier 18, especially the salts if you're like me and they're never in your store. So the shittiest thing about this event, in my opinion, is that the orb fragments change depending on what node you're farming. So the 15 and 30 energy nodes, so those are going to be like your Nexus hard campaigns. Those have a better ratio, so that's like 480 orb fragments per 120 energy. You obviously, like, I don't know if you should specifically like shift your focus of farming based on this, but my math is based on focusing those nodes. The next best are the 12 and 24 energy nodes, and the worst ones are the 10 and 20. I would not recommend doing those ones. And hopefully there isn't a lot you need to farm there. So focus on the 15 and 30 energy nodes. That'll give you that'll give you four ore fragments per energy. And so counting today as a bonus day, so today the 5th, doing 50 core refreshes and 100 core refreshes, four of each today, and doing those every day of the event. That's not going to get you to the finish, but it's going to help. And then you still need to spend a little over 3,100 cores extra. So that's on top of the ones you're using for the refreshes. So obviously this is a lot of cores. It's like 8,000 cores, I think.
Oof.
But if you've been saving up for Ronin, you're set, because that could help you a bit. But I did post in our Discord, there are some offers, and Dorky hates this, but as far as events go, for finishing them and getting 40 Mystic Gear Tier 18, compared to the previous events, this is a better deal, because you can either buy the one offer, and this is in a Monopoly money, so I apologize for everyone else not in Canada. But you can buy that one offer, which is about $70 Canadian. But it is like, it's better value points per dollar, but it is milestone points, and I hate buying milestone points.
Yeah.
Just the idea irks me. So a slightly worse value, but I think better overall value, because you're getting the orbs for the event, would be buying 5 of those, and that will get you to the end of the event as long as you're doing the 50 core and 100 refreshes. So you're still looking at spending a little over 4,000 cores on energy refreshes. So obviously that's still a lot. And I am not saying that you should finish this event or spend money on it. I am just saying how you can finish it. So don't at me. Don't complain about Krakens in the comments. I'm not saying do this. I'm just saying this is how you can finish it. And I would recommend the orb offer over the milestone offer, just because the orbs don't seem bad. Yes, there are some shitty characters in there, but a lot of us have been getting things like Val, and Beta Ray Bill, which a lot of people still need shards of them. So that does seem like a better way to go about it if you really want those Mystic Gear tier 18s. Especially, you know, as far as value compared to those Armory 18 orbs, which are just atrocious looking.
Yeah.
And Mystic is a crunch for a lot of people, so that is a way to finish it. But Dorky hates it.
Yeah, no, it's so. There's a couple things that we'll get there. We're gonna go in game. We'll look at a couple things. And we're gonna look at the orbs we were just talking about, because there are some good characters. The two I've opened, one orb was trash, but one orb gave me 10 Beta Ray Bill and 5 Infinity War Thor, and it's like, okay, like I'm getting something for this event. But just to clarify, so if we're doing this completely free to play, we're talking about 8,000 cores, you said, and if not, 3,000 cores plus these offers would get it done.
Yes.
Yikes. Okay, I have some thoughts about why I hate this event, but we're gonna get there when we go in game. So let's continue on. Okay, now let's go on to this. The secondary webstone milestone. This is simply raid battles, right? And it's not too complicated.
Yeah, so it's 10 raid battles a day, which they actually put in the blog.
Right. So they did the math for us. Easy, easy peasy. Here we are in game at this point, and I just want to air some grievances with this event. And okay, so you're probably going to be looking sideways at Scotty because he said, like, you could buy your way through. It's probably more efficient. And you're going to be looking sideways at me for what I'm about to say, which is that going for these Mystic pieces feels worse because the investment is big. Mystic is cool, but there's no leaderboard. And I know. Look, I freaking hate leaderboards. And they've conditioned us for this. But in my mind, if I was going to spend $60 or whatever, or if I was going to spend 8,000 cores, I at least want to imagine that I'd be in the top 1% of some leaderboard that would give an additional gear tier 18. Because that's what these like whale stones normally entail. It's normally there's gear tier 18 at the bottom, and then if you go hardcore, you hit those milestones, then you're gonna get the ranked awards. So it feels like they just took some away. It's what it feels like for this event. They took away some of the carrot, and I'm not about it. But luckily, it's super easy to get the free to play stuff, or sorry, to get the monthly stuff. Like if you look where it breaks off, 41,000 points is where it breaks off. 105,000 what you need to get the gear tier 18. So I mean, is it safe to say that just through regular 4 energy refreshes daily, you'd get this done, right?
Oh, well, are you talking about the one I already showed?
Yeah, we're talking about the same event still.
Okay. It's not up on the screen, so I got confused about what you were talking about. So the one that I had done, if you want to finish it, you only need to do 1 50 core refresh today, and then 4 every day for the 6 days. Okay. And that'll finish it pretty easy. And obviously there's the free claims on the website as long as it continues to be 750, which I cannot promise you because Scopely.
Because Scopely. And just to be clear, when he says finish it, he's talking about finish the monthly items. All right, so let's... Okay, I'm going to catch some flack for this too. People are hating on this monthly event, and I kind of don't get it. Here's the thing. I think all the monthly events have been pretty garbage lately. The one thing that this one is missing is the gear tier 17 pieces that the last one had. But as far as like ranked wars go, it's the exact same thing. The top 1,000 was always the breakpoint for gear tier 18. The monthly leaderboards have always been trash. And then people are hating on these orbs because it's not a particular character. But in my mind, I don't want a new character in the monthly milestones, in the monthly event. I want a character that already had the release method and that I'm now going to get additional shards for. And it's literally the new Apex team Secret Defenders that we're going to be getting scattered characters for, which I think is fantastic. We're going to go look at the event orbs here in a second as well. But it's guaranteed for them to drop, right? So what's the minimum drop is going to be 6 of one of them. There's a 30% chance you get 12, and there's 1% chance you get 30. I think we're getting somewhere 25 orbs or something like that was said. Is that correct? Let me check.
Yeah, I mean, it was really quick counting, so please don't,
20 some. We're getting 20 some orbs. I think that getting 20 some orbs is going to give us some of these characters is great. And here's the thing. There's not a single one of these characters where if every single orb gave you that character, you should be bummed out. Because if you get 20 orbs and it spam gives you Miss Marvel shards, she's really good. She's really good. If you get 20 photon spammed at you, really good. 20 Robbie, if you're the lottery winner if you get 20 Robbie spammed at you. Just being real. But so I'm not hating on this monthly event like other people are. And the orbs for this event that people are kind of complaining about too, We were talking about it. Maybe it's just recency bias because I got one orb that was good. These characters are great. Again, we have photons in here, which is cool. We have Val, Beta Ray Bill, and then we have some nowhere characters. So if you like war, you're gonna love this. Now I get you're more likely to get this trash, but I don't know. Like I don't think the purpose of this event is these orbs. And if these orbs give you something cool, then it's just extra. The purpose of this event is just the monthly item, in my opinion. Anyway, how do you feeling about the monthly event, Scotty?
I like the orbs because they easily could have trolled us by putting Doctor Strange in there.
Good point that I completely forgot to bring about.
Yeah.
There is
They
no Doctor Strange.
easily could have put him in there because he is a secret defender, and I was shocked that he wasn't
Yeah.
in there.
And that's Scopely's status quo. He normally he would be.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But the leaderboard is trash, and they need to fix it because
yeah.
top 1%, like if you're claiming them all and not missing them and keeping up with it, there should be more. Like release the ISO 5. Like it is just ridiculous at this point.
Yes.
Put some ISO 4 in there because a lot of people don't have that either. And just make it worthwhile for keeping up with this monthly event in the ranks, because getting top 1% is a joke. Even getting within 250 to 1,000 is a joke.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. There's no carrot to chase here. Like it flabbergasts me that they don't even have a carrot to chase for the top 1,000. That's still a numerical ranking, and they're giving them gear tier 17 orbs. It makes no sense. And another thing that they did with the monthly events before Apocalypse, they were not giving us gear tier 17 pieces. That is a recent thing that started, I believe, 2 months ago when they started dropping the gear tier 17, or maybe 3 months ago. It was gear tier 16 completed pieces. It's time for them to start looking at giving gear tier 18 in the monthly events. It's kind of weird that they wouldn't, maybe not a completed item, but it's weird that they wouldn't give 20 mystic pieces at the end of a month-long event. I think it's very weird. I think the awards are definitely off base, both in leaderboard and with the completed gear kind of thing. But I mean, the orbs are cool. I don't know. At least it's not Strange. Strange isn't the monthly character. That's the only thing that matters. All right, this is a bit of a long show. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you thank Scotty in the comments, and don't complain about Kraken stuff. You guys want to know how to complete these videos? Look, he can't say it's just do this. It's the super secret trick that they didn't look at when they mathed out how you're gonna have to pay for these milestones. It's not his fault.
Well, and also, I would like to point out, some of you are going to fall in between these two things. The fully, just unlock the monthly things, or, going all the way. And some of you are going to fall in between because you're going to do the 50 core and maybe some 100 core refreshes. So, everybody's different. But at least watch the whole video before you complain.
There you go. There you go. Scotty, what's your plan for this event?
I don't know. I really want that mystic stuff. Want it.
Too rich for my blood. I only need one more mystic character for the entirety of Dark Dimension 6 anyway, so I'm just chilling.
You're not doing MLF?
No, God, no.
Oh.
No, because you don't need her. You don't need to do her at all. Because the section before, where you're even able to use Horseman, you need to build up 5 legendary anyway. And then the next section, you bring Apocalypse plus 4 of the legendaries you already built up. You don't need to build up a single Horseman. So screw that. I am building up no Horseman.
So let's all wait and see how Dorky does in the last section. And we'll come back and comment on that later.
I'm not going to have a problem with Nova, Black Cat, Omega Red, Apocalypse, and Green Goblin. I think I'll be okay. I'm going to be good.